Good morning, MUT 313. It's Monday, March the 19th, 1973. And today we're going to discuss our next assignment, which is not for a little while. And it's to do a original piano composition in a romantic style. Thought I'd give you a couple of examples of this. Don't forget on Wednesday you have your short counterpoint assignment due. First I'm going to give you just a three-voice composition that's not imitated but would be more of a Baroque style. I would like for us to do something in the romantic style for our original work. It's style composition. It doesn't have to be exactly original. So what would be included in a romantic piano composition, I think, is like some extended chords for sure. Now this is not an example of this. This is a three-part example that I also wrote some obligato over the top of it, but I don't know that you can see that. I don't know when this was done, maybe 1978 or something like that. I think it should be louder. Any questions about that?
Speech director?
Yeah, when I was about 19 or something. 20 for a style class, wrote it for a style class. Now, I'd like to give you an example of something I did for another style class, but I wouldn't have been this young. Anybody see the mistake in this piece Dr. Durant made? I'll see if I can share it for you. On the second line, the second measure, the third half note there, other mistakes there. Anybody see the mistake? It's in the last measure, beginning of the last measure of the second line.
G to F sharp.
E flat to F sharp would be a mistake, yes. I wrote an augmented second. Sorry about the augmented second. It happened a long time ago.
So the top line on the second beat.
What?
The E flat to the F sharp, the eighth note.
Say that again.
Is it the one on the second beat of the measure you're talking about at the top?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Sorry. Okay, now a bit of a more romantic piece. So what am I looking for here in a romantic piano piece? Something like simple Tchaikovsky, something like that. Probably not going to be able to write in a Brahms style so much, but if you want to use some of the things that we, sorry I touched you.
It's okay.
This is fronty and backy. So Schumann, Tchaikovsky, all of those kind of characters, that's what you're wanting to emulate here. So let's, MUT 785, that would have been a doctoral course. I took a style writing course as a doctoral student where we wrote a motet, invention, fugue, simple binaries, and then we got on all the way into the late romantic. The old stuff was really pretty hard to do. 14th century stuff. No one cares. All right. Now, here's the first thing about the Romantics. Yes, it looks like we're in E flat, but immediately the C comes in. That last line, not so much. Let me take it from the measure before the last line. Here's a pretty chord. See the little DZD in the corner of the paper? That's my initials. This paper was made for me by a drafting person, an engineer. Drew out all the lines and added my initials there in the corner. Any questions about this? What do you think my goal was in this?
To serve as an example.
Yeah, to get my doctorate. That's why I'm here today, kids. This piece is the one that put it over the top.
What was do you know what grade you got on this thing?
I got an A on everything in grad school.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not sure I ever even missed any questions or anything.
You got 100 on everything?
In my entire life, I never missed a question on a listening test.
Let's change it right now. I'm just kidding.
What I did to be good at listening tests, I would take every piece and record it onto cassette, but each movement would be on a different cassette. And I wouldn't label the cassettes except very slightly with a code. And then I would just drop the cassette in and hit forward or reverse and then hit play. And I'd try to identify it within that phrase. And I even identified every piece by Anton Webern by ear. Can I do any of it now? I can't even recognize. No idea what that's from. So I don't know what listening tests will do for you, but I was damn good at them. My papers I made all A's on. I think once on one of the fugues I wrote in grad school, I got docked for writing a direct fifth. And said something like, I don't think Bach would have written the direct fifth. And I'm thinking he was probably right. That man's dead now. All of my teachers are dead now, except one who was like the worst ever. He's still alive and kicking. He got so drunk once at an orchestra concert, he fell out of his chair playing the cello. And he was such a bad drunk. And then he would schedule my composition lesson at 8 o'clock in the morning, and just to watch a man with such a severe hangover try to just like deal with life was very discouraging for me. All sweat, you know, the drunk, sweaty look. I know. Then he started hitting on my office mate, who was a woman. Sad time. Okay, so 1/6, some kind of 5, 1. Now here's where we begin our romanticism. 4, 7, then that resolution to the D allows us to go back to something else here, Gabrielle. So, next chord, 5, 7, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1 with the 2 suspensions and a retardation. So just like we saw in our Brahms intermezzos, it's really, the underlying motion is quite simple. I'm just trying to make it more colorful. Then, do the same progression, but in 16th notes. And then secondary function. All of that, 5/7. Now, we just phrase a direct modulation to E flat. Wrong octave. So at the top of the page, what chord is that? That's 5 of something, yes? 5 of 7 or 5 of 5. And then the return. To the Neapolitan, please. Not quite. What chord is that? I don't really know what it is. Any guesses?
Augmented.
It got A flat in the bass and E flat and F sharp, a B natural. Okay, the A flat and the F sharp are augmented sixth. Okay, so we know that, but what is the B? Not really in the augmented sixth spectrum. What would be if I'd have kept C natural, right? That would be augmented sixth.
If it's a C natural.
couldn't make it today.
That's why.
I'm happy that I'm happy that
We have a 50% attendance rate today. That's about a C, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm looking for from you in your next assignment. Would we like to know when that is?
Yep.
Sure.
Just give me 1 minute. April 4th. Is that right after spring break? It is.
Oh, wow.
orchestra concert. Do you know what times the rehearsals are on Monday and Wednesday?
They'll probably be at like 6. They'll be at either 5 or 6.
Now, when do we start off a rehearsal?
Yeah, literally the day of my recital.
What
So
day is
I
that?
get to have a recital and then go to 2 or 3 hour orchestra rehearsal.
Cool.
But he's thinking about moving it anyway, so
Sorry.
hopefully that moves.
Yeah, I'm so dead.
Well, the woodwind printout will be gone anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be very unhappy.
I'm just trying to get through this week first.
I'm just trying to not drop so close.
Sorry, just
Dropping orchestra?
I think I would like your piece to be 13 or 14 measures long
I got you there.
in 4/4 time.
This has been romantic. Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused, what romantic?
Our next assignment is to write a piece, a piano piece in a romantic style. So what have we looked at so far this year? We've looked at several Chopin pieces, a couple of Brahms pieces. Did we do the Tchaikovsky?
Yes.
We did.
I remember doing something Tchaikovsky,
I don't.
but I don't.
I mean,
I don't know where you should start.
Maybe you
I've
weren't
missed-
here.
I've missed one day this semester, so it could have been that.
Probably wasn't it.
How
Well,
long would
What
it-
was it? What
I'll
was
bring
the
that
Tchaikovsky?
in. The Tchaikovsky piece was an easy piece.
Interesting to go to
Maybe,
What?
maybe we haven't done that. We'll do that on Wednesday. Look over another, little romantic piece. And then the Wednesday that you get back from break, that's when your piece is due. So, okay, the syllabus states romantic or later style. We haven't really gotten to the 20th century. I'm happy to teach that, but 11 to 14 measures in 4/4 if the time signature needs to change for your methods of the piece, that's okay. All right, 11 to 13 measures. Another thing about romantic music, the phrasing isn't always quite as structured as it is in other time periods. They may be a little longer, a little shorter. Little pieces by Schumann, Kinderszenen, that's a good resource. So you could even do a little research on that by romantic. Let me see what YouTube would say if I just typed easy romantic piano music. Yes,
You have extra copies of the counterpoint?
I
I do.
also get one of those copies, please.
Yes.
Will you make this detail for our assignment on Wednesday, or have you already emailed us something about it? For our assignment, it's due this Wednesday. Oh, that's it, okay.
That's it.
I was.
I don't have like 30 copies.
Whenever I get to.
How many more need them?
Flags first.
Because I got to fall asleep after
Did you go to sleep on that section?
No, I was just busy.
Everybody, this is homework 3. It's technically homework 4, but we skipped homework 1, so we fell through. When you have an opportunity to write a sequence in this, give it a try. We did the one in G minor, which was very sequential. The last one in C major, you could obviously do a sequence to that. Any questions about your homework?
How many voice counterpoint is it?
Just 2, but it's free. It's freestyle. Wrong note, you doofus. Anybody have any counterpoint they'd like to share with me today? All right.
Hey, you want to fight me about it, Dad?
Y'all take this out to the fountain, will you?
Catch me outside about that.
She's a rapper now. She's super famous.
I've never heard of her, so she must have a
Pick any of them.
Do you music?
It's an augmented interval.
I listen to very weird
The E flat's very natural.
Yeah, but I don't know what that D would be, an escape tone or something. I think a G might be better. Again, the D has no function. Maybe something a little easier would be better. that's okay. Not so much. Oh, I'm sorry. That's another augmented interval. I don't know about that. There's an augmented second. I would probably object to the A
Okay.
not being anything. The rest is okay.
I think we already played these.
There's an augmented interval in my Cantus Firmus.
That one's not my fault. I can't do anything about that.
Okay, a little more work on the back page. Let's see about that. Nice. Okay, many perfect.
Yeah, I know. Now that I think about it.
That's an augmented, I mean, that's a, all kind of problems right from here to there. As in, everything is wrong. This is a direct octave, that's a parallel octave. All of this, you want something more like at the end.
Okay, C sharp.
There's, yes. Now, I think the C naturals are very weak here.
For some reason I thought F sharp was the leading tone instead of C sharp. I don't know what key I'm in.
B flat, not C. Now, see, the cadential 6/4 doesn't work so well there because of the D. If you had the F, I'm in the wrong key. Gosh, ugh.
See, I wrote it all.
All right.
Key. Maybe I should just.
If I stroke out, who's taking over? Alec, you're up.
Well, we're in the time.
If I die, y'all keep looking at your phones, okay? I'm gonna have to not look at that one anymore. We'll move on.
You already played that one.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay,
Something
I'm
is
gonna
wrong
read it.
with this, and
I was in the wrong key.
I'm not. I am too. Hmm. Have a nice day, everybody. Anybody performing at recital class today?
Is this the last time that it's gonna be like 4 hours long?